Help! I need a small encounter to give my players some experience that isn't totally random and adds to my story. In steps the Umbrage Hill quest. This video is about side quests. Side quests are a good way to break the pace of an adventure while also building up the world around the players. They need to know that while things are still happening completely outside of their current long-spanning mission, the world is also being affected by the things they're doing, or the evil things that they're vanquishing. If they've been battling a wizard who raises dead dogs to feed off of people's sadness, they're going to run into sad dog owners even if they're not actively looking for the wizard at the moment. That's what I think this quest did well. The Umbrage Hill quest is arguably the simplest quest placed in the new module, Dragon of Icespire Keep, that comes with the Essentials kit. I ran this quest this past week with my group and it was a fun encounter. It really gave the new players at the table a chance to tell me they know how the game works better than I do and how the rules they just learned are stupid and should be different. But that's not the point I'm here to talk about. At least not this week. I'm here to tell you this quest is good. I won't spoil even the minor importance of the quest, so it might come off a bit vague, but I am going to tell you the basics of the encounter, so light spoilers? Maybe medium spoilers. Basically, you get to this windmill that the quest sends you to, and there's a big old manticore trying to knock down the door. As you approach, there's a woman hanging her big dumb face out the window yelling for help. Don't ask me why the manticore isn't just shooting quills in her face. Module says so, and I already have enough of a reputation for murdering NPCs, so I don't need to add extra of that. Anyway, my players managed to lure the thing inside the windmill and hack it to little pieces or whatever, and then they do what they needed to do with the lady for her to become a useful NPC. If they had pressed for information, which they didn't, investigated at all, which they didn't, asked even one question, which they didn't, they'd have found out that there was a very campaign-relevant reason that this manticore was here instead of not here. Again, I won't spoil it. Partially because eventually they are going to learn why the manticore was there. They just, I haven't found a way to shove that in their face yet. So a one-creature encounter that could fit in literally any campaign and was not exactly standard was able to introduce a plot hook, add a useful NPC, and build the world around the players. I think it's really useful to have a small arsenal of Umbrage Hill type quests at the ready. Sometimes a session just feels 20 minutes short or the campaign calls for a downtime that the characters shouldn't just be sitting around during. In the case of this wandering manticore, let's say you're running a campaign where a big stinky fart monster is smelling up the mountain something fierce. You could have my cleric player sit in for him. All of a sudden that manticore doesn't want to live on those stinky mountains anymore and boom, Umbrage Hill quest. It's a tabletop RPG's narrative equivalent of those early scenes in movies where they drop info that will be useful later. You don't get huge plot points from side quests, just little tie-ins. So go out there and put a windmill in your game where a random lady gives you exclusive items for doing something related to your ever-changing world. It's easy, and it's good. Just do it.